Try bringing your foot towards head and head towards foot. So namaste everyone. Welcome to another episode of On the Mat. With us again is one for another backbend sequence. The theme of Scorpion Backbends is a particular backbend shape, an active engagement of the muscles in your posterior chain to try bringing your foot towards head and head towards foot. So in this very strong practice, feel free to take variations that will be the most relevant for your practice.
For me, I do not born with a lot of flexibility. It does not come natural to me. I did not enjoy backbend when I first started, but slowly, the more you practice backbend, you will start to like it a little bit more every time you go into it. It's like an acquired taste, like durian. So the first or second time you eat it, you might find it so weird and uncomfortable. But you might get to love it one day. The key point of any difficult yoga pose is your breath. So once I find the breathing in a difficult posture, I start to enjoy it way more. Okay, focus on your breath and enjoy the practice today.
Begin your practice today from a seated position. Take a moment and connect with your breath. Every inhale, an opportunity to take more air into the body. Active as well on the exhalation to squeeze the air out. As you inhale, broaden across your ribcage. Expansion of the chest. And as you exhale, pull the navel inwards towards your spine. You create firmness in lower belly and pelvic floor. Next inhale, as you expand, lengthen the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Next exhale, guide the tailbone downwards and create grounding in your sit bones. Like this, we breathe. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next inhale, begin to move. As you breathe, lifting the chin up, rolling the shoulders back, exploring a gentle seated backbend. Good. Next exhale, drop the chin down to the chest, shoulders coming forwards, and we are exploring a rounded back. And again, arch your spine on the inhalation, taking your time, coordinating the breath with the movement. As you breathe, so we move. Exhale, rounding your back. Good. Lower, middle, and upper. Next inhale, deepening the breath as we start now to lift the arms overhead, exploring bigger movements in the body. Good. Then on the exhale, lengthen all the way forwards and coming down to the mat. And stay with the breath. Inhale, rising upwards again. And with the breath, exhale, lengthening forwards and coming down. Using these beautiful movements to awaken the muscles in your back. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do one more. Inhale with the biggest movement in the body and your deepest breath. Good. Exhale, releasing to tabletop. Let's come forwards to hands and knees position. With the palms flat underneath your shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Now practice a cow pose. Inhale to lift the chin up. Roll the shoulders back. Present the heart forwards between the arms and lift your tailbone. On the exhale is cat pose. Drop the chin down. Press the heart away from the mat. Create broadness across the shoulders. Dropping the tailbone. Again, arch your spine. Inhale. Good. And with your breath, exhale. And let's expand this movement. With your next inhale, start to lengthen the right leg back. Lift the right foot off the mat with your straight right leg. Bend your knee. Bring the foot in. And reaching the head towards foot and foot towards head. Good. Exhale, bringing both knees down and rounding your back. Next inhale, left leg extends the same way. Taking your time, bend that left knee, bring the heel of the foot close to the hip and lift your chin upwards. Exhale, both knees down and round your back. Beautiful. Let's try again. Inhale, right leg extends. Bend at the knee, head towards foot and foot towards head, practicing Niralamba Vyaghrasana. On the exhale, can you bend your elbows? Lead yourself down to a knees, chest, chin, but try to stay with the shape of that right leg. Good. Lower both knees down. And then we lower the hips as well to lie face down on the mat. Rising up for a baby cobra. Inhale, we use our strong back muscles and stay light on our palms. Exhale, push back, tabletop, and then child's pose. Good. From child's pose, rock forwards to another cow pose. A back bend from your hands and knees. And from cow pose to cat pose, exhale, rounding. Good. Inhale, left leg extends back. And gently bring the heel into the buttock as you lift your chin. Exhale with the elbows bent. Try to keep the leg in this shape as you explore Asana pranayama, knees, chest, chin. Then we come down flat onto the mat. Take a breath in and find a baby cobra. Inhale. And then move back, tabletop pose. And then to child's pose. Exhale. Let's try this one more time. Rock forward and arch the body. Inhale. Good. Round the back and broaden across your back. Exhale. Extend the right foot. Bring foot towards head and head towards foot. Inhale. Good. The pose we practiced in last week's basic level class. Lower knees, chest, chin down. Try to maintain the shape of your right leg. And then gliding to find a baby cobra. Inhalation, hips down. As you lift up, maybe the hands floating off the mat 1 inch. Exhale, push back, tabletop, child's pose. Good. Next breath to rock forwards again, arching the body. Next breath to stay connected with your movements, rounding your back. Next breath to extend your left foot back, lifting it up towards the head and head towards the foot. Distribute the engagement. Next breath to lower down, knees, chest, and chin, but keeping that left foot like the shape of a scorpion. Good. Rising up to a baby cobra. Lowering the hips down, sliding the feet back, lifting the heart and even the hands float. And that'll do. Child's pose position. Exhale. From child's pose, curl your toes under the feet and lift yourself up to your first downward facing dog. Take your next few moments here, paddling out your feet, left and right, heels and toes. One knee bent, opposite leg straight. Movement in the shoulders, movement in the hips. Whatever movement you feel is appropriate to prepare your body for the sequence. Good. Okay, coming up on tiptoes. Inhale, hips high. Bringing knees to chest, looking forwards, exhale. Now step forwards to the front, left foot, right foot. Let's take a halfway lift, looking up and lengthening the spine. Good. Exhale, forward bend, belly towards thigh, chest towards knee, and chin towards chin. Inhale to rise up to standing with a big, beautiful lengthening upwards of the arms. And exhale, hands coming back down to the mat again. Let's take a breath in and look up on the inhale. And then step your left foot back with the left knee down on the exhale. On the inhale, lift the arms up for a low lunge pose. Good. On the exhale, you will bring the left hand down to the mat as you reach the right hand back to catch your back foot. Spend the next few moments guiding the heel of that foot in close to your hip to create a stretch in your quad and your hip flexor. Good. We stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting to be active, leveraging the foot away from the body. It means starting to kick that foot away from the body. Beautiful. Use that strong kick as a means of deepening the movement along your spine. Find the openness of your chest. Create that stretch along the right shoulder. Good. And gently release, placing both hands down to the mat. And stepping the back foot forwards to the front. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Do a forward bend, exhale. Rising up and reaching and lengthening on the inhale. And hands to the mat, exhale. Flow with your breath. Halfway lift, inhale, look up. Then on the exhale, you will step the right foot back and the right knee comes down. Gently, please. Take 1 breath for a low lunge pose. Good. Mindful to maintain length in the lower body. Take 1 breath to bring the right hand down to the mat and using the left arm to reach back, catching your back foot. 5 breaths to guide the heel of the foot in close to the hip. Staying connected with your regulated breathing. Good. And that'll do. Begin to kick that foot away from the body, leveraging yourself into a big movement of your spine. Opening of your left shoulder. Expansion of the chest. Lowering of the hip to deepen the stretch in the hip flexor. And a strong active quad. And that'll do. Release. Place the hands down on the mat in front of you and we will step forwards to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, give ourselves a big, beautiful stretch upwards. Exhale, we place the hands back down to the mat again. Good. So take a halfway lift. Inhale, look up and step your left foot back again. Exhale. We keep the left leg straight this time, so lift the left knee off the mat and let's do a high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, lengthen forwards and try touching the mat with your hands. And with your strong front leg and strong back muscles, lift yourself up again. Inhale. And with the breath, exhale, lengthen forwards. Good. 1 more time. Inhale. This time, circle the arms back. Find movement in your shoulders. Clasp your hands together behind the body. Exhale. Take 1 breath. Inhale and lift the chin up as you roll the shoulders back. Slide the arms down your back leg. Good. 4 more breaths. While holding this position, explore expansion, expanding the front of the body without collapsing into the back of your body. Good, and that'll do. Exhale, place your hands down. And as you take the right foot back, can you find a 3-legged dog shape? 3-legged dog with the right leg. And please stay with the squareness of the hips, which means as you lift the right leg, right hip does not lift. Okay. And we're going to bend the right knee, bring the foot in close to the hip. Right foot to the hip. Yes, today we want to keep the knee lifted. Then on the exhale, we rock the body forwards to find an upward dog shape. But stay with the shape of the right leg. Lower the hip down. And explore bringing the foot to the head again and head towards the foot again in this new position. Good. And that'll do. Exhale, right knee tucks into the chest. Right foot set itself down on the mat in front of you. Rise up again for your second high lunge. Arms go up. And arms go down. Exhale, step the back foot forwards to the front. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Do a forward bend. Exhale. Rising up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. And hands coming back down to the mat. Exhale. Good. Halfway lifting. Inhale. And with the breath, stepping the right foot back. Exhale. So this time, once again, preparing for a high lunge. Arms go up. Inhale. Body lengthens forward. Exhale. The hands touch the mat. Try again. Inhale using strong back muscles and strong front leg. Exhale. Lengthen forwards and touching the mat. One more breath in. And circling the arms back, feel the movement in the shoulders. Catch the hands behind the body. Interlace your fingers. Good. One breath to open. One breath to sink. And then stay for 4 more. Good. In this pose, you might be lifting the chin to open the throat as well, as if you were looking at something behind you. But if that hurts your neck, then better to just gaze forwards instead. Actively sliding the arms down your back leg as you remain with the expansion feeling in the front of the body. As a guide, as the shoulders go back and down, the heart coming forwards and up, as if a string tied to the chest is pulling it in that direction. That'll do. Exhale, have your hands come down. Step your left foot back to a 3-legged dog, mindful again to maintain the squareness of your hips. Good. Keep the left leg in the air. Bend your left knee, the heel of the foot close to your hip. Exhale to rock the body forwards to explore an upward facing dog shape while maintaining the left leg. Good. Next breath to tuck that left knee into the chest, and as you set the left foot down on the mat behind in front of you, rise to a high lunge pose. Inhale, coming upwards. And exhale, coming downwards. Good. Back leg stepping forwards. Inhale, halfway lifting. And exhale, forward bending. Beautiful. One big breath to rise up to standing. This could be a gentle back bend. If that feels nice for the body, then reach for something just behind you. And that'll do. Exhale, forward bend. Let's go through this sequence a little bit faster. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back. Let's find your high lunge pose. Inhale, arms up. Sweep the arms back. Exhale, clasping the hands together behind the body. Good. Inhale, expand, open chest, open shoulders. Exhale, release, place both palms down to the mat. Taking the right foot back. Inhale, 3-legged dog, bend your knee, bring the foot close to the hip. Exhale, rock forward to find your scorpion shape in an upward dog. Good. Exhale, right knee to the chest in a tuck. Inhale, right foot on the mat for a high lunge again. Exhale, then both hands come down and you step the back foot forwards to the front of the mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, all the way up, reaching, lengthening and opening. Exhale, back to the mat. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step the right foot back for a high lunge pose. Inhale, open chest, open shoulders, sweep the arms back. Exhale, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, pull the arms down the length of your back leg as you open the heart. Exhale, unclasp the hands, bring them down, and step the left foot back. Inhale, your three-legged dog with the knee bent. Exhale, your up dog with the scorpion shape. Good. Inhale, foot to head to foot. And exhale, left knee to the chest. And inhale, high lunge pose, arms open. Exhale, both hands down, and we can step forwards to the front. Take a halfway lift, inhale. And do a forward bend, exhale. And with your next inhale, rising up fully, extending the arms, maybe going slightly further in your back bend. Good. And exhale, hands to heart, straight spine, Samastitihi, neutral standing. Let's prepare for a balancing pose. So inhale, lifting and spreading the toes on the right foot. Rock left and right to find the four corners. Awaken the arch. And then on the exhale, bringing the toes down. You will bring the left heel of the foot close to the hip and finding the balance on the right leg. Good. Right arm up. And the left hand sweeps back to clasp the foot from the inside. Palm facing upwards. With the next breath, gently kick the foot away from your hip and allow that strong kick to lower the upper body downwards. Stay for the next few breaths, moving your way into a strong and active dancer pose. Good. Mindful to remain with the lift of the right shoulder as you lift your left leg. As you lift your left leg, you avoid lifting your left hip. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, bring the right hand to the heart and then carefully releasing the back leg, left hand to the heart. Find your transition to Warrior 3, extending your left foot back behind you as you guide the crown of the head forwards. And with an active lengthening from the back heel to the crown of the head, create your perfect T shape in the body. An intention to awaken all the muscles along the length of your back. Good. As you step your left foot down to the mat behind you, guide the heel inwards, grounding your back foot, square the hips, and remain with the front knee stacked above the ankle of the foot. And with the inhale, arms up to find the expression of Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1, as you lift the gaze, opening the throat, lifting the chin. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow the arms to sweep back behind you, clasping the hands together behind the body. Again, take 1 breath to open up the chest and shoulders. And let's do a humble warrior. Exhale, guide the crown of the head down to the left of your front leg. And gravity will assist in the movement of the arms away from your hips. Find that stretch. As you lower down is deep, perhaps as deep as what one is doing, she has her head touching the mat. Mindful to maintain the alignment of Warrior 1, your legs still in a healthy position. Good, stay for 1 more breath. And that'll do. Let's rise back up to a Warrior 1 pose. Inhale, arms up, open chest, open shoulders. Exhale as you place the hands down to the mat. Right foot going back to three-legged dog position. Okay, this time in your three-legged dog, allow the right hip to lift higher than the left and swing the right leg over to the left side. Carefully now lifting the right hand off the mat to allow the right foot to drop down to the mat behind you. Flipping the body over, and then with the next inhale, lift up your hips, open the chest, and with the right arm, lengthen towards the front of your mat. Kamatkarasana, Wowing pose. Good. Flipping it back, plank pose position. Bend your elbows. Let's do our first vinyasa. So with the elbows bent, we come down to chaturanga. This can be a knees, chest, chin as well. Inhaling to an upward dog or a cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog with a straight spine. Good. Inhale, come up and tiptoes. Exhale with both knees to the chest. Next, inhale, step to the front carefully. And with that length in the spine, exhale, forward bending. We take a few breaths here, maintaining an Uttanasana, recovering from that sequence. If you want a deeper stretch, you might be clasping the back of the feet with the hands and guiding the elbows behind your knees. If you want something more relaxing, you are just holding the opposite elbows with the hands and hanging the body from the hips. Good. Please maintain the healthy lengthening of your spine, which could mean that you have your knees slightly bent. That'll do. Next, inhale, now rise up to standing position again. Arms up, opening chest and shoulders. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastitihi. And then inhale to lift and spread the toes of your left foot, rocking left and right to establish yourself in the four corners. Exhale, left toes down. Inhale, right heel, lift up to the hip, right hand reaching the foot from the inside, left arm open. Exhale, kick that foot back firmly and allow that leg to rise. Mindful of the squareness of the hip. As the body comes forward to counterbalance, keep the lift of the left arm as you find the lift of the right leg. And so that you are active as well in the muscles of your back, not just with the leverage of arm against leg and leg against arm. Natarajasana, dancer pose. Good. Next, left hand to the heart, release the right hand. Find your transition to Warrior 3. Continuing the work of awakening your strong back muscles. Even start to think about how to distribute the engagement all along the back so that not one particular part of the body is being overworked. Good. And as you step back, let's find the Warrior 1 shape. Mindful again of the squareness of your hips. And if the strong front leg is ready, arms up, inhale, open chest, open shoulders, following with your gaze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The arms go back behind the body, the hands clasped together. Inhale to open the chest and the shoulders. Exhale to guide the crown of the head down to a humble position. Good. Staying active to support the body. And deepening the stretch in the shoulders. Mindful to maintain the integrity of your regulated, deep and long inhalations and exhalations. Good. Another Warrior 1. Inhale, rising up. And then on the exhale, hands come down. As you extend your left foot back, your three-legged dog position. Use with an open hip now as you swing the foot up and over to the opposite side. Good. And then having the left hand lift off the mat as you slowly step back. Inhale, hip high, chest open, and reaching with the left arm for the front of your mat in Kamatkarasana, Welting Pose. Beautiful. And that'll do, flipping it back to plank, to one vinyasa, to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lifting the right leg up again. And then explore one more Welting Pose. Sweep the foot up and over. And in this second Welting, can you do something slightly different? Keep the right foot in the shape of a scorpion. Avoid touching the right foot to the mat. Avoid the support of the right leg. But still you try flipping the body over. Open chest, open shoulders. Trying to bring the foot towards head. And even you lift the chin, bringing head up towards foot. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was beautiful. Bring the hands and feet together and let's do one vinyasa. Or arriving at downward facing dog is also fine. Perhaps even a child's pose at this point in the practice. When you feel ready to try this again, try it, lengthening the left leg up, flipping the leg over, but avoid touching the mat with the left foot as you lift your left hand. And we are exploring what it feels like to be floating a wow thing with a scorpion shape in your left leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, well done, 1, let's flip it back, plank pose. We do one vinyasa, or just arrive at down dog, or perhaps rested in child's pose. And we have one more challenge for you. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog position, and bring the foot into the hip, their scorpion shape. Good. As you rock your way forward like an up dog, but you bend your elbows. Chaturanga in the upper body, touching the chin to the mat. Send the back foot forward and see if you can float your left foot up. Maybe a small kick. Very nice, very beautiful. Keep the knees bent, bringing feet towards head towards foot. You are now in a chin stand, Ganda Bherundasana. Breathe and deepen your pose by trying to move the heart away from the chin, and that will lower it to the mat. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and can you slowly release, lowering down gently with control for one vinyasa. Or downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. And unfortunately, since we have two sides of the body, as we did the right side, let's try the left side. Take a few more moments to catch your breath. Down dog or child's pose, or whatever feels nice for the body. Good. So again, we leverage the scorpion shape to see if we can bring the body weight forward enough for the lightness of the back leg. And then if you are more used to entering a chin stand by kicking your back leg, then perhaps today you can explore more of a floating movement by using that shape to redistribute the weight in the foundations. So let's try again. Left leg lifts. The foot like a scorpion, heel towards buttock. Exhale like an upward dog, but elbows bent. You find the chin to the mat. Send that foot forward, find the height of the hips, and see if the right leg can float up. If not, maybe a small hop. That is beautiful one. And you can continue the scorpion shape and trying to bring the toes to the head. As you then explore deepening now by trying to slide the chest away from the chin. Good. And keep distributing the engagement so that the lower back is not doing all the work. And that'll do. Exhale, release. Find your way to a child's pose, and let's stay lying face down on the mat. Good. Allowing the breath to come back to normal and natural. The chin stand, which was practiced in last week's intermediate level class. And that'll do. So when you're ready to move again, rock the body forward and lie face down in a supine position, in a prone position. And let's prepare for a few Cobra poses. So place the hands at the level of the chest, elbows hug inwards. Slide your toes back and activate your legs by lifting the kneecaps and pressing the backs of the feet down into the mat. Find the foundation in the pelvic bone, grounding it as well. Create length in the lower back. On the inhale, sliding the chin forward slightly and then lifting it off the mat. And then the neck and then the shoulders. As you bring elbows together behind you, lift your chest. Then as the belly starts to lift off the mat, continue to create length in the lower back. Mobilize the upper back as much as you can. Maybe you lift up even higher. Keep expanding into the outward curve as you explore Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One vertebrae at a time. It comes down again. And resting with the head over the forearms. Good, and we have time for one more Cobra Pose today. It will be the one we practiced in last week's Essential Level class. You are going to try to create that scorpion shape in your legs, both legs at a time, to bring the feet towards the head and head towards the feet. You are going to explore a King Cobra Pose. Take the option if you feel more comfortable doing just a normal Cobra, then that is fine as well. Find a practice that then suits what your body feels it is ready for today. So let's bend the hands in at the level of the chest. Good. Already starting to hug the elbows inwards. Find a movement in the shoulders that unlocks the upper body. Legs are active, slide the toes back. Beautiful. And inhale, lift the head, neck, shoulders, chest, one vertebrae at a time. Bring yourself up again to Bhujangasana. Good, like how we practiced last week. Imagine that you are hugging a football between your knees. And don't lose that football. As you bring the heels of the feet in to the hips, imagine you are hugging another football between the heel and your glutes. And then with the next breath, lift the gaze, open the throat, and find movement in the shoulders as well as you present the heart upwards towards the ceiling. And continue to breathe, your jaw being to stay present in the length of your posterior chain and trying to figure out what it takes to have a beautiful and even distribution of the back bend. Recruiting each and every muscle as effectively, as efficiently as possible, and not overworking any particular part of your body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and release slowly, coming down gently, relaxing body. Good, take a few breaths like this to regain the length in your spine, and when you're ready to move again, find another child's pose position, but take all the time you need. And your child's pose might feel more comfortable with the knees wider apart because you just did a back bend. Good, and keep the arms extending forwards. Very nice. What would feel nice as well is if you will start to crawl the fingers forwards in front of you and lengthening the tailbone back to create a stretching of your body. And then start to walk the hands to the left side of the mat to lengthen the right side body. Good. And that'll do. Walk the hands back to the middle and then switching sides. Lengthening to the right. Good. And then bring your hands back to the center and lift your way up to tabletop, which is a hands and knees position. Now extend the left arm upwards. Inhale with a twist to the left. Left arm up. Good. Exhale, wraps the left arm under and reaching to the right. So wrap the left arm under and reach to the right. Extend the right arm forwards today, reach the front of the mat, and even try crawling the fingers to the left corner. And maintaining lengthening of the right side of the body. Good. Exhale, let's release. Bring yourself back to tabletop position, and we work the opposite side. Inhale, right arm. Good. Exhale, wrapping it under and reaching to the left. And slide your left arm forwards and even crawl the fingers to the opposite corner. Breathe along the left side of the body as you maintain its length. Good. And gently release and untwist the spine. From tabletop, you can bring the feet forward on the mat in front of you and sit in a Dandasana pose or staff pose, legs straight and extending out in front of you. Good. Bring the left foot into the inner thigh of the right leg. Prepare for Janu Sirasasana, the head to knee pose. Good. And clasping the right foot with the hands, You might have to micro bend if that hamstring feels tight. Take one breath to look up. Good, and walk the sit bones away from each other as you slide the right heel forwards, and then with the exhale carefully come forward, guiding the crown of the head towards your big toe. Stretching of the right hamstring and left hip, and releasing the feeling of compression in the lower back from your back bend practice. Releasing tensions in your muscles. Good. Rising back upwards again. Inhale. Now revolve the body to the left. Exhale and find Parivita, Janusirsasana. So extending the left arm in an up and over motion. Finding a side body stretch. Body faces your left leg as you do so. And if you are able to connect the left hand to the foot, go ahead and reach. Staying here. You will find that this helps you to release any feeling of soreness in the lower back as well as the side body. So a very beautiful thing to practice after your strong back bends. Good. Inhale and rising upwards again. Exhale as you bring the arms down, switch sides. Left foot forwards, right foot back. One breath to rise up, and then come forward to clasp the foot with the hands. Arrange your sit bones, lengthen your leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, guide the crown of the head towards your big toe. Good. Finding that stretch. And that'll do. Rising back upwards again. Inhale, turning the body to the right. Exhale, reach the right arm up and over to the left. Finding the side body stretch. Perhaps we connect the hand to the foot, but stay with the heart open. This means you should be able to gaze under the right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Otherwise, keep revolving the body upwards to achieve this. And you will experience a stretching of the lower back as well as the right side body. Good. And release, bringing it back upwards again. Inhale and extending both feet forwards. Go ahead, catch the big toes with the peace fingers and thumb. And then take a next inhale to look up again, separating the sit bones, sliding the heels forwards. Exhale, coming down to Paschimottanasana, the sitting forward bend, with as much length as possible. Good. And then with the next breath, as you rise up, can you start to bend your knees, holding on to the big toes? Walk your feet in close to the hips and try to balance on